Everyone around you thinks you're fine, but nobody knows what screams sound like inside. The worst part? You're the best actor in the room, and nobody even knows it's a performance. It started small. Maybe someone laughed at something you shared, and you learned that pain wasn't safe to expose. So you made a choice. Keep it inside. Every morning you practice the smile in the mirror, not because you want to, but because the alternative feels worse. A fake smile is easier than explaining why you're breaking inside. You become a comedian when things hurt. Laughter is the perfect distraction, and people love you for it. Nobody knows they're laughing at your coping mechanism. Your body learns to swallow feelings before they reach your mouth. It becomes automatic, like blinking. Emotions don't disappear. They just move somewhere darker inside you. Your shoulders get heavier, your jaw gets tighter, your stomach twists. Your body is screaming what your mouth won't say. Tension becomes your permanent state. You tell yourself it could be worse, that others have it harder. So you have no right to feel what you feel. But pain isn't a competition, and minimizing it doesn't make it disappear. You pull away because staying close feels like risk. What if they see the real you? So you build distance, call it being independent, when really it's just loneliness by design. You work harder, achieve more, become better, because if you're exceptional, maybe nobody will notice you're falling apart. Success becomes a hiding place. After years of suppression, you don't just hide the pain, you stop feeling anything at all. Numb becomes your new normal, and you call it peace. But something happens, maybe a small comment, a song, a moment, and suddenly the dam starts to crack. The thing about walls, they don't just protect you, they also trap you. You might cry in your car, or break down at 3 a.m. when nobody's watching, finally letting it out. And for the first time in years, you feel something that isn't numbness. You realize that this pain, the one you've been hiding, it's been changing you all along. And maybe it's time to stop being the person pain made you. You tell someone, maybe for the first time ever, "I'm not okay," and the world doesn't end. In fact, the person looks at you with understanding, because everyone's hiding something. But then guilt hits. Why didn't you say anything sooner? And the old voice returns. You should be stronger than this. The healing journey isn't linear. It's a spiral of progress and setback. Part of you still wants to hide because hiding is familiar. It's your comfort zone, even though it's also your prison. Change means becoming someone you don't recognize yet, and that terrifies you. So you try again, tell someone else, or the same person again, because vulnerability is a skill, not a destination. Each time it gets slightly easier and slightly more terrifying. You start to notice the patterns, how you withdraw when stressed, how you minimize when scared, how you perform when vulnerable. Self-awareness is the first step, but it's also the most painful one. You realize that the pain you've been hiding isn't your enemy. It's information, and your body's been trying to tell you something all along. Maybe it's time to listen instead of silence. The strangest thing happens when you stop hiding. People respect you more, not less. Your weakness becomes your strength, because honesty is rarer than perfection. Healing brings grief. You grieve the years lost to hiding. The relationships never deepened, the version of yourself you never got to be. But grief is just love with nowhere to go, so you finally let it flow. And then, sometimes the grief turns to anger. Anger at the people who made you feel unsafe. Anger at yourself for staying silent so long. Anger is fuel. Use it wisely. Strength doesn't mean not breaking. It means breaking and choosing to heal anyway. It means asking for help when you need it, and knowing that's not weakness. You start saying no to things that hurt you, yes to things that heal you. And people might get angry about it. Their anger isn't your responsibility to fix. Old relationships either deepen with your honesty, or they fade. And you learn to be okay with both outcomes. Real connection happens when you show up as yourself. Healing isn't the finish line. It's a practice, like brushing your teeth or showing up for people you love. Some days you still want to hide, and that's okay. You just choose not to. Your healing becomes permission for others to heal. When you stop hiding, you give people around you permission to stop hiding too. Vulnerability is contagious. You accept that you'll probably always have scars, and that's not a failure. It's proof you survived something hard. The scar tissue is stronger than the original skin. Every morning you wake up and choose again, to hide or to show up authentically. And each time you choose authenticity, you become a little less afraid of yourself. If you're hiding pain right now, know this: you're not weak for hurting, and you're not alone in pretending you're fine. The bravest thing you can do isn't to hide better, it's to stop hiding at all.